Keaton, it's another draw, but what do you take from today?
Look, I think points essentially. I think first innings we batted better, just missed out on batting bonus point, which batting group has reflected on. I thought as a bowling group we were better this week despite the sort of outcome. But yeah, look, we always keep finding ourselves on the wrong side of not the result, but the manner in which the result has gone around. We need to be better. We need to produce better. Ultimately, that's the bottom line.
I was chatting to Dale last night, and I thought, and he's said more importantly than me, he thought you bowled well yesterday, stuck at it well and looked like a good batting pitch. But then we see how Gloucestershire bowled today, and the contrast that we've seen in the last couple of days. Just some kind of thoughts on that.
Yeah, look, I mean, there's some context to that. We bowled, what was it, 60 or 70 overs the day before. They then had a heavy roller in the morning of day 3. Our bowlers have already got 15 overs into their legs. We then bowl with an old ball, batters get in. Then when that new ball is taken, there's been a 20 over period where guys have been able to get in, you've adjusted to conditions. And obviously as the day progresses, the legs are tired, 160 overs in the dirt is a long time. That's no excuse, that's just context around sort of why it makes it look so easy for a tail end to walk in the last 10 overs of the game. The momentum of the game is running with you at that point. You've only lost 6 wickets for the day, I think it was. Yeah, look, I mean, I'll back with Banks there 100%. I said it to the bowlers that I thought we were much better as a group. I know things didn't go away, and was it 8 decisions, 160 overs? We didn't have 1 decision go away. You can ask yourself why, but also there were some really close calls that had they gone our way, things could look different. Some crucial times when those decisions could have been made. I'm not blaming the umpires at all. I think it's a very, very good game of first class cricket. Just sometimes that can happen and suddenly it accentuates the sort of outcome of it. Yeah, look, I think today I would probably want to have a look at our batting group. I think we need to put ourselves under less pressure and bat better longer periods of time.
Just on that, you kind of went chasing after that extra batting bonus point. On reflection, would it have been better not to kind of go after that bonus point and just and try and build a much bigger first innings score? Did you get that right, you reckon?
No, probably not. I think essentially points get you promoted. We need to try and get every point we can. I think we probably messed up in that hour leading into it to try and get to the bonus point. We left too much too late. So I don't necessarily think it was in that sort of last 3-4 overs or that decision making the last couple. It was kind of the period before where we kind of lumped the pressure on ourselves. Maybe not. Would that have made a key difference in the game? Maybe we wouldn't have put ourselves under the pressure we have now. The deficit only would have been 50. We could have been 5-6 down after 10-5. You call the game then. But would it have changed the result in the game? Probably not. Would it have changed the pressure we felt today? Maybe. But yeah, look, I think maybe that sort of 45 minutes pre the last 2-3 overs was where we kind of let ourselves down a little bit.
You haven't lost, and you've been put under pressure on this final day, and you've not kind of buckled under that. Is that one really big positive to take from this week?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a positive we can take from the last sort of 5 weeks, or what's it been, 4 or 5 weeks. I think you have to be tough to beat as a starting point in order to go and win games of cricket. You don't want to be getting steamrolled every game. Last year we had won more games last year than we did the previous year, and we got relegated. So we weren't tough to beat despite having won more games. But you still have to play good cricket in order to deserve the right to win games of cricket, which we haven't done over the last 4 first class games. It is a challenge we've laid down to each other, to ourselves, to make sure we do. We want to win games of cricket. That's fundamentally how you get promoted.
I'm going to say you're pleased to be away from home next week. But you know what I mean? Will that feel a bit of a break, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. It is tough cricket here. Things have to go your way a little bit. We keep putting ourselves under the pump, which doesn't help. But it is tough cricket. You've got to be so good for so long and just so razor sharp, which is what you want to be. It's not. You don't want to play quick cricket. You want to make sure you're really good. But it will make a nice change. We've been at home for 4 weeks now. But from this point on, it's hectic. You kind of back to back T20s. 3 first-class games with 1 day off over the next 3 weeks, 1 day off again. We go straight to T20s, 3 in, 5 days, 4 days. So, look, we need to make sure that guys are sharp. You're playing good cricket. It's not just a matter of putting on a jersey and running out there and saying you represent Lancs. It's not quite good enough. You need to make sure you are putting Lancs in match-winning positions.
Any chance of Jimmy, do you reckon, next week?
Look, we and I'll state this over and over again, we have the best medical team in the country, best people in that environment, and I can speak from experience, they get you back at the right time. Sam Byrne is one of the greatest men alive. I would literally put my life in his hands, and when he says Jimmy's ready, then Jimmy will play. I'd love him. Watching Jimmy bowl, to admit, is sensational. I love chatting cricket with him, love having him out there. Hate slip catching to him, but we'll try and catch him off him when they come. But look, I'd love to have him out there, but he'll play when he's ready.
Cool, thank you.
Cheers.